it. I love it.
More. So many times it starts
To sound weird.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening with the Atoscocita. But there we have it. Everything is blowing the doors wide open. It looks like Eisenhower is making their way already onto B, but finding some action.
Yeah, so on board there briefly with Maternal, 2-0 right now for that player. First death coming in. Now, taking a look all over. KEC Leon DJ? KEC? It's a Kansas thing, I'm not sure. Kecleon Dion? Kecleon?
Yeah.
Kecleon is a Pokemon?
I think so.
Back in my day.
Yeah, Kecleon's Pokemon. Alright. These playoffs are already off to an exciting start, and actually a really exciting start with the Atoscocita Eagles in control of all three of the strongholds.
Yeah, that's a triple take here and early. Once again, guys, Atoscocita came on in 3-0 loss to Eisenhower High. The Tigers over here, not, what, 9 weeks ago or so? Might only seem like 2.5 months or so, but that is, again, a lifetime. A great game. Hey, Linus, taking a look, let's introduce your Atoscocita Eagles. If you would do Eisenhower for me, please, sir. Your yard guy, Z-Rage. Keveki Kev? Wait. Kevy Kev. Okay, sorry, I'm the dumb one here, guys. Again, it's my motto. Born stupid, die stupid. That's me. That's me. Jay Kush, here making up your Atoscocita Eagles.
And on the side for Eisenhower, Maternal, Newson, ESP for Lord, and the aforementioned Kecleon DJ 500.
At this point, middle of this, decently even, 11-50 right now. Nobody really breaking away with this one yet. Of course, we gotta pick our horses when it comes to our favorite names. Nothing that indicates skill or anything else like that. No predictions or nothing. Just how much their names make us laugh. I think I'm gonna have to go Maternal, right? For no other reason than like the trash talking that comes around the mothers in video games and esports, right? It's a classic thing. Talk about somebody's mom on the mic, you know.
I'm gonna go with Kecleon. I feel proud of myself for recognizing the Pokemon name, so that's my favorite. That's my vote of the match, the MVP name.
Doubling up on Eisenhower here for favorite names. Maybe it is a prediction. I don't know. There's news on though. Ooh. Making a name for themselves. Taking to the numbers ever so briefly, folks. We're actually looking at incredibly similar score lines here when we're talking about kill-death ratio. 6 and 5 here for Maternal, pretty standard. Looking at a 5 on 5 or a 5 on 6 for Jay Kush or your yard guy, respectively. One player kind of lagging behind a little bit here. Kevy Kev, 2 and 5 as of right now. Now, when I started the statement, Forlorn was like 1 and 3, I think, so it was related there. But this situation no longer exists on this plane of existence.
Here's what I'm getting from the Atoscocita Eagles, right? This was a team that got 3-0'd by Eisenhower at the very beginning of the regular season, but this is a team that has learned a lot in the regular season and feeling much more confident and in control of what they want to do with their destiny. Now, whether or not that's going to translate into a win for them, still to be seen, right? But this is a really good start for them.
Nice trade right there. Now melee's more over here towards red. Blood in the water as the Atoscocita Eagles get absolutely hunted to extinction. All 4 down. They'll be on the respawn here now, and it's going to be coming out from Cafe. Hope you came back with a hunger. It's 2 members now. Eisenhower dedicated on over here. That's going to be a free kill as all day as your yard guy now going to be taken on over to A as Atoscocita once again. Nicely done. This is still a lot purchased from Eisenhower, so only a couple of points. Given up right there and almost a full team wipe yet again against the Eagles.
Turns out that Bulldog is chewing off a lot onto the Atoscocita Eagles. We got the rockets though, Doug, and you know what happens when these rockets come out.
Rocket go boom. And like popcorn here. That's almost perfect for Kecleon. That is a real dangerous rocket for the teammate right now, but regardless, gonna be able to hold on to the second one of those. Eisenhower's gonna be paying attention to these respawns. Nice rocket up top. Gonna head off this aggression as Eisenhower now improves to the triple-digit situation.
Yeah, and for Eisenhower now, it's just the A-B game. Don't worry too much about what Atoscocita is going to do. Keep them blocked over at C. This is a really good position to be in, right? You're in most control of most of the high ground. If they have to come and get to you, look at what they have to do in order to make this happen. And now Kecleon is on a killing frenzy.
Eagle team halfway to victory.
Wow, yeah, so that's quite a run now. Simply looking at this, I mean, 14 and 11, 14 and 3. Are you kidding me? Seemed like really hard to do thus far. Now 15 and 3. Kecleon going to be continuing on with their absolute rampage. Speaking of, Z-Rage taken out a little bit earlier here. Now we're about 25 seconds outside of some more rockets.
You're going to give them back to Kecleon. That's what you got to do. They haven't missed yet. On a killing frenzy, haven't been taken out very often. That stalker rifle could have done something there, but no. The aim of Kecleon is just so crisp and clean that they're able to convert all of this into a double kill. Now looking for the next target. They're on the hunt up. Look at this.
Yeah, it makes sense. Now this just outside of a 100-digit situation as the Eagles looking to fly high on this run. C goes back the other way, and Eisenhower seems to return to normalcy. Strongholds game. Ooh, almost a stick right there to kind of head off this pressure again and early. A melee comes in, but Yard Guy doesn't actually finish this one out. Turning attention now on towards red. Excuse me. Oh my goodness.
It took a little while to get there and for it to make it happen, but finally the Atoscocita Eagles were able to go through towards A. And it was a lot of the efforts from Eisenhower wanting to go and try to defend B. The rest of the team were able to sneak up towards A, begin to put up some points for themselves. Not much gained out of it, though, and you can see at that scoreline, Tug, it's 168 to 79. The Atoscocita Eagles have to hope for a really good run back if they want to stand up to Eisenhower.
This is fair. Bulldog out, misses the shot. Still trying to find it, can't get it done right there. That's going to be Kecleon. Single Bulldog shot completely whiffed right there. Leads to a late start on the BR. Lost 1B. Now, Eagles all over B yet again. This is a lot of pressure right now, though, and just like that, a trio of Eisenhower members is going to snap up these Eagles members over on towards B. Going back their way, and again, a return to normalcy. It seems like we're getting to that 100-digit deficit. The 100-score deficit. Pretty frequently here for Eisenhower, but then Atoscocita will come back at least a little bit.
If Atoscocita can keep getting away with things like that, right, your Yard Guy, just catching out Eisenhower individually, piece by piece, it could work, but the problem is that Eisenhower is just, they're strong, Doug. I mean, Maternal, 20 and 10. Kecleon, 20 and 5. Music's not going to be left out of this conversation either, 16 and 12.
Yeah, numbers like this, I don't think it's that surprising, even in the Strongholds game mode, not necessarily the Slayers game mode, that Eisenhower is going to be coming forth, taking a big old swipe at this game number 1. Now trying to head off some pressure right here, rocks in hand, that's your Yard Guy. Only player with a positive KD on the Eagles so far, adding to that one now. Frags and more, tries to get something done. That's melees and everything. A double coming in. That was an assist on the other side, excuse me. So, Yard Guy doesn't get credited with the first of those. Gonna be enough to get some pressure on the second, though.
A nice reversal there. The grenade catches the toes and blows them right off. The spark to go along with it. We're just having a boxing match, Doug. That's all this is now.
Yeah,
we're in the mean streets. You gotta watch out, you gotta watch your back, you gotta watch your face.
Yeah, especially with the amount of physical play getting involved right here. Trying for a lot of frags and grenades in general. Not gonna be enough. Not gonna be enough. A has gotta go the way on over towards Atoscocita, or they gotta get this pressure. That is enough, but Kecleon not to be denied. Double, call it up. That's gonna be enough. Nope, excuse me. B is there. Okay.
26 and 7 score line for Kecleon.
Yeah.
On a tear this entire time. When it comes to strongholds, right?
And on the flip side of this, if you're on the not necessarily on broadcast, not FBI Tugboater Sam, or some other members that are helping directly bring this broadcast live here to you, then we appreciate you guys as well, because y'all are just as quintessential. Get into this one. Sniper rifle in hand. We're looking at Kick Leon. Oh, I really like the quick try right there.
I do too, and I'm scared of Kekleon having that sniper rifle. Already, things are looking really good for Eisenhower, especially if you are named Forlorn 2-0, looking towards getting that overshield now. Eisenhower in control of everything powerful on this map. Atoscocita Eagles, they're going to be in for a world of hurt, especially with Kekleon overshielded and sniper.
Yeah, that is a dangerous way to play, but hey, Kekleon right here, keeping these up. There's a couple, nicely done, double-double, but getting low in the end, a melee away from falling, and Eisenhower only nets themselves an advantage of 2.
Same thing happening here. Although I'm liking what we're seeing from Atoscocita. Here's the issue that I'm starting to notice from Atoscocita. They work together at the very beginning, but once the respawns start happening, look at this, they're by themselves, huh? They isolate from the rest of the team because they're so focused on rushing in and getting the kills that they don't regroup.
Simply gotta get these ones done. Gotta play this one full 4-man team. Last time we checked in, it was 4-6. Gonna be looking at staring down the barrel of 11-4 in just a second. Nobody actually getting nades onto Nest right there. Might have been one of the biggest oversights here for Eisenhower in this live fire game and in this matchup thus far. Gonna waits and lets them to come to them over on C. Okay, well, if you win regardless, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it just doesn't matter. The overshields are back up again. Guess who's running their way towards it at the speed of light, not letting that opportunity be wasted here for the Atoscocita Eagles. Kekleon did watch their teammate blow up right in front of them, but more than happy to see the return favor being gifted to Atoscocita with that sticky nade.
So Kekleon has been trying this entire time. I gotta say, okay, there you go. We just barely missed the headshot right there. I think Kekleon knew that I was gonna say, I'm not sure if I've watched them land a shot quite yet, but the 6th of that 8 total does find its home. Sing true. There's a no scope there, followed up with the body shots afterwards. There's the double-double, looking for the triple-triple. Doesn't quite get to it. Oh well, we've seen doubles, no triples, no okey dokes, no overkills quite yet.
Hug, I think there's also something very simple going on for Eisenhower. Kekleon is just good. So is Maternal. These two players are just good at the game. They're hitting the shots that they need to. They're able to survive for really long times, even though there were 3 guns there for Atoscocita. Unbelievable with the movement to be able to survive through that. Same thing for Maternal.
Look at this. Every one of the Atoscocita Eagles kills that are not to your yard guys were assisted by somebody up until Jay Kusho just got theirs. Interesting sound. Yard guys just everywhere, and a bag of chips right now has more assists than 2 players put together on the side. The Atoscocita Eagles.
Atoscocita Eagles need to try and go for some of these powerful weapons and overshield. Anything that they can get their mitts on is just something that can be so pivotal to them changing the flow of the game, but with them getting picked off like this becomes so much more difficult, and Eisenhower has already swarmed the overshield pillar.
I'm not surprised. You were talking about power-ups, you were talking about these power weapons. This is all Eisenhower all the time. Both snipers so far, both OSs. They have been making both absolutely sing. Taking it on over. There you go. That's going to be Kekleon with that sniper rifle in hand. Yet again, we got fireworks from them on the previous map. No sniper rifle. Only makes sense that we'd see some more of it.
Now emboldened with the overshield, they are going aggressive down into the caverns. Now looking for the next targets. He's in front of them. The first shot whiffs. Maybe another opportunity will present itself.
Teammates just spilling in at this point. Just going to be a little bit of cleanup right now. Now taking it down bottom. Actually, your yard guys 6, 6, and 6. Jinx it. There you go. 7th death now coming in. Broken the number. As the yard guy again up to that point. Only player Neutral. Now, unfortunately, a little bit negativo. Z-Rage gotta bring this one up a little bit more. 2 and 9. Got the trio of assists to boot. That's what I like. Still gotta attempt to get more kills.
Yep, simple as that. 35 to 16. Using in the back line. Atoscocita, none the wiser. I'm gonna say for Kecleon, even though they've had that sniper rifle most of the time, and haven't been hitting much, I like the fact that they're still taking the shots. What we typically see most of the time, Tug, is that players hold on to the sniper rifle, waiting for the right opportunity to use it, and it just kind of fizzles out. But for Kecleon, it's just shoot the thing, see what we get.
Nearing victory.
At this point, it's kind of a why not type situation. More than doubling up right now. Eisenhower really just imposing their will onto this matchup right now. Streets started out a lot more even-handed. This one, I think that's how it started out, but just the overall and just oppressive pressure here from Eisenhower onto power weapons constantly now yields them another one. Checking out OS, that's Newsen. 13 and 5 right now for them. Kecleon 9 and 2, got the sniper rifle on hand, taking the way on up to top tower.
You have the overshield. Look at what it can do. Everything is in your hands. Right in the back, though, as that overshield drains away, the life of Newsen goes along with it. But at this point, they just continue to press upon the lead here. And a beautiful flank from Kecleon nets them the double kill. That's all they get, but hey, a double 2 for 1. That's got a combo that I order every day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 2 kills away from this one being done and dusted. We'll take the comeback to the century right now. We have a sniper rifle though, so it does inspire hope. There's a little bit. Okay, gotta protect your OS players. There's another one. Okay, it's just got a lot harder, but at least cracking this halfway is gonna be enough for Atoscocita. 50 to 26, I believe. No, 50 to 25 in game number 2.
The thing for Eisenhower.
Round 1.
Hello, welcome back. Perfectly timed start. Once again, shout out production. Look at that. Atoscocita Eagles taking on the Eisenhower Tigers. This is a single elimination in our round 1 of the playoffs here, folks. Closer to this. We get a clap on the back and a good job on a nice season. FBI Togo here with Sam Talks.
It's oddball, and it's on recharge. What a way to end this series, potentially, as we are on match point for Eisenhower. All they have to do is win here, and the Atoscocita Eagles, unfortunately, will be dropped out of the playoffs. But Returnal in strong control. Z-Rage was able to grab it, but just didn't have any escape vectors to get out of there, and right into the loving fists of Newsen. Yes, you're not going anywhere. Kecleon all stealthed up. The Predator is now out on the field. Maybe some potential here for Atoscocita to find something. It's going to be difficult, though.
Just gotta grab this one and toss it on out if possible. Not gonna happen right there. Atoscocita, your yard guy. He picked that one up for just a tiny second. No, excuse me. Z-Rage picked that up for just a second, but again, had to toss this one out. This is gonna be another huge hold, and already Eisenhower is putting up to about 50 points right now, Sam. Halfway there in this first round of oddball.
Halfway there with the damage that's already been taken by Atoscocita. Now flanked. A killing spree for Kecleon to start things off. 5-0. This first round is feeling like Eisenhower's in control, and they have more than just the playoffs in their sights.
This is true. This is true. What, 2-1 Newsen, technically the worst AD on the board. Kecleon 6-0. That's a good job sending 2, but gotta get this one done against the third right now. That is going to be a trade for Atoscocita, so one player left to fend away for TST4. Lauren comes right up in the middle of this one. That's going to be Z-Rage taken out early. A little bit of pressure right now. That ball actually gets naded out, and so this might be a little bit of hope here for the side of the Atoscocita Eagles up top. That's another Eisenhower player. Forrest trying to get this one and shows up right behind him.
They're all hunting each other down. It's all just a show of force. Who can get punched by whom? I really do like your yard guy from Atoscocita. I love the movements that they're able to do. It's just unfortunate that sometimes they get caught out so bad. It's sometimes a 2v1 situation that just doesn't work out well for them. But look at that recognition. Get away, get out of there. Unfortunately, that recognition, you know, the round goes to Eisenhower, but still, your yard guy is one player from Atoscocita to keep an eye on.
Yeah, and speaking of one, there's only one possible game left of oddball left here before the side of the Atoscocita Eagles again could be done and dusted on the season. Game 1 started off pretty evenly handed. Game 2 over there on live fire for the Slayer started off evenly handed but got out of control quickly, and now they're staring down the barrel of what, 4 total points for Atoscocita across 2 games. This is the second game, I guess I should say.
Yeah, your yard guy saw though. 3 players from Eisenhower. I think for the Atoscocita Eagles though, there was no contestation whatsoever.
Triple.
Oh! Did it happen?
Don't think it
Can we
did.
undo it? I don't think they did. It looked like it was very close, but yeah, there's no fight for the cloak. There's no fight for the active camo. And Eisenhower got that with no worries, no trouble, nothing to deter them from it. Now they have the oddball, they have the triple kill for Kekleon. It's just all Eisenhower.
Yeah, just slaying all day long, and now we're gonna see Luzon taking this one on out to the open area, right? So it's gonna try and get a little bit of toss action going in there. If Atoscocita does come forth, nicely done, just kind of laying those plasmas at the feet of the doorway right here. First melee, second. Luzon finds it. Now looking for a little bit of help. Okay, so a double, but Jake Cusho's gonna find that one towards the end. On board now with your yard guy, as Rivers of Eisenhower still ticking away at this.
A small duel breaking out across recharge, but still the main eyesight is going to be towards Forborn. If things start going sideways, they can always jump off, but there it is. The rest of the team comes through, supports their lonely ball carrier. Now the rest of the Atoscocita Eagles are going to try their best, but try. That's all they can do.
Yeah, that's what it seems. We're staring down the barrel of one fight territory here, Sam. One elongated team fight against Atoscocita, and that goes. That'll be the last opportunity in this best-of-5 series.
Your yard guy picked up the active camo, but didn't survive to be able to use it. At this stage, though, it's going to be difficult to make anything happen if your Atoscocita Eagles has just a burgeoning lead that looks like it's going to be a secure victory here for Eisenhower.
The 899 and 100. I can do that math as well, folks. 2-0 here for Eisenhower, and it was incredibly one-sided in the oddball. Yeah, this is just a classic snowball type situation. Snowball eventually turned, Sam.